class. They're doing unified ditching. What did you do?
No, they had it canceled a couple times. It's just, it would be a shame if today was canceled. Today, of all days. It was canceled the past 2 days. It's like often canceled, so it's like hard to get like something unified. No, because they've got like other curriculum. It would not be, but let's not talk about the pros of playing hooky, you guys. Maybe I should make you download this class just so you can see what you missed. If I do that, here's what we're looking at. We're looking at a table full of merchandise for Master Campers. I've got my roommate David and business partner Daniel, who are here to talk to you today, but you guys aren't here, so I am so frustrated about this. You have no idea. We have a big day where real life trumps that insignificant stuff that you normally do, and you're not even here for it.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
I'm going to let Daniel talk real quick because he's got some things that I'd like you to hear. Daniel, I'm on front-facing camera now. Please give over some information. Can you talk about your experience with Wiser Market? Daniel recently had a job with Wiser Market, which was a cybersecurity.
No.
I'm going to let him talk about it.
Wiser Market is actually a new concept. I think the oldest of like the bigger companies is about 5 years old. That's fairly new. It's a recent thing. They go in brand protection, right? You have a lot of products being sold in Amazon, eBay. I'm sure you all know about those, but there's also a lot of Chinese websites, e-commerce platforms, and there's a ton of counterfeits, trademark infringements, copyright, free writing, a whole bunch of different legal terms. Don't want to bore you with all those, but essentially they're doing all the wrong things. And a lot of legal departments are trying to get rid of all of these things, and they can't keep up because they're going with one listing at a time, and it doesn't work. So these companies like Wiser Market, they can get rid of hundreds, thousands. And Wiser Market is a beautiful concept, and it's going into a market that's growing, and it's brilliant. But even if you're in a market that's going to, no matter what, right, whether you want it to happen or not, it's going to succeed, you can still fail as a company. I no longer work with Wiser Market. Why is that? I was their sales department. I came in thinking I was going to be a sales representative, doing sales for them, helping them get more clients. I ended up being the entire department, building it up from scratch, creating an entire prospect list, researching the prospects, finding the contacts, everything, sending presentations, following up, calling these people, whether it's like 3 in the morning or 7 in the morning, and I got nobody. Because I had no reputation to back it. Sales by itself is not enough to keep a company going. You have to have a reputation. You have to market it well. People need to know that your company exists. They need to know that it is already something that is worth going into. Most of the prospects I got close to ended up going with other companies because they had a reputation. I've seen this on an ad on a web page. It makes a difference if people see your company in random places. That's why you see all these annoying ads everywhere. The ones that get stuck in your head, whether it's on TV or just really big billboard ad. You think it might be stupid. Someone sees it for 5 seconds and it doesn't make a difference. But it does, because then you see the brand. You say, oh, I recognize that brand. I'm going to trust it over a brand I've never heard of before. And it ends up working out. And that's why Wiser Market is probably going to fail unless they change their strategy. And I ended up going to something else.
We'll talk about that more later. Thank you very much, Daniel Elbogen, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to check back in with him about Master Campers. In the meantime, let's give you an up-to-date that I'm going to test you on. So part of our business plan for this next event was raising our prices and offering gimmicks to increase our valuation. One of those gimmicks is no gimmick at all. It's...
Please excuse interruption. All members of JV
get a whole bunch of keychains that we're putting together and including them and other stuff into gift bags. Among our things we're putting in the gift bags are necessities. They're not here. I'm going to make them watch this, and I'm going to ask them questions about it, and they're going to get, I don't know, quizzed on it, something like that. I guess we're going to have our first quiz. This is a spork. It's going to save us a lot of plasticware. We can reuse this a whole bunch of times throughout the weekend. You can add a little sticker for decoration, so stick it to the man. Speaking of stick it to the man, to decorate cups and things, I bought a whole bunch of these Jewel stickers, and my battery is dying, but it's okay because after 15 minutes when nobody's in my class, I can leave. We've got also, so anyway, so we can use those to decorate bags, and I'm using sticker business cards, so I think it's a great idea that you guys are doing them. To decorate bags that I got, and they look kind of like Burberry bags, so fashion was a big choice. We're using purple text. I know you can't see that. We've got a name tag here. We used purple for somebody who actually upgraded to silver. And 3 people upgraded to silver. Daniel, how much did it cost to upgrade to silver? 30 shekels extra, and somebody got a piece of silver. These people, by the way, they got the best deal. Even though they spent more money, to upgrade from brass to silver for 30 shekels, it's like, what is that? It's like 8 or 9, 7, 8 bucks. Like, these are the smart people that are getting an amazing gift.
It's also marketing.
It's also marketing. Like, I want people to know I do this. We've got other stocking stuffers. We've got, these are fridge magnets. They're all paintings that I have done, and I just, you know, mostly they're just on old phones, and I'm glad I did them because now I've got something to do with them. We're going to be giving out, these are magnet group photos. So those are something that will let people choose, and when they're picking them out, they'll feel really good. We've got some other stuff. This is going to be really awkward when this thing flips back and forth. Okay, we got some other stuff. There's like a carabiner in here. I'm going to take it out because it's not important. We've got phone rings. These are things that we tried last time, and we were a bit pushy, and we didn't sell very many. So I'm actually glad that we upgraded. We upsold as much silver, 3 pieces, as we sold in other people's merchandise last time for 20 shekels. So I think that's a bit of an improvement. We have 28 I'm going to switch back and forth. I'm struggling with the, there we go. Okay. That's right. You're not even here, so I didn't even want to hear about it. We have 28 people going. Daniel, how many VIPs do we have?
VIPs? We got about 5.
We have 5 VIPs. That means people paid extra to not have to bring potluck food. Potluck's food cost, I budgeted between wine and like deli meat or bread or pitot. I budgeted them for 70 shekels. How much did it cost to upgrade to the VIP? So we've got multiple. We had a lot of different price ranges, and what I'm surprised is that people really tailored their ticket to what they wanted and what worked for them. Over the weekend, I was in Jerusalem, and I ran into a whole bunch of people who had gone on trips with us, and they were all talking about our event upcoming. One girl didn't know who I was, and she actually asked me if I was going on my own trip, and I thought that was pretty funny and a sign of good PR, which is something that I'm happy about because we were really scared a couple days ago that we were going to have too low of attendance. What does that mean? We reserved at this tent in the desert 50 spaces, 35 spaces. We reserved 35 spaces minimum, up to 50, at 85 shekels a bed, and we signed the contract. So this is like once you sign this contract, there's no running away. We had 20 people at the beginning of the week, and we thought that we were going to have to pay 10 spaces that we were short for 85 shekels. It was going to be like, 1,000 extra shekels straight out of my pocket. I sent them an email, explained the situation, and they got back to me pretty quickly and said, that's fine, anything under 35 people, and we'll do 100 shekels. So I took that pretty quickly. I was pretty happy, and so I felt good about that. Throughout the course of the week, an additional 8 people have signed up, so now we're at 28, and 28 is actually really close to 35, so I'm wondering if I settled too quickly. Who knows? I lost less sleep after I made that deal than negotiating it. So I guess sometimes things are relative. I'm going to turn it back to Daniel real quick, and I'd like him to talk for the next couple percent of my battery about master campers and like his version of things. For the record, it's being recorded.
Okay, so I'll try to continue. Anyways. Master campers in my mind, Jason and I have our own separate goals, but a lot of them are unified as well. Personally, I love the concept of what we're doing as on a religious and spiritual level, and also on a practical level. A lot of
And
people,
summarize real quick for people unfamiliar with what that is.
what with Master Campers, or well, so Master Campers is something that we create these for now, at least until we expand and come up with other opportunities. For now, we create these Shabbat weekends for
In nature.
in nature and camping, different campsites, registered campsites for now, throughout all of Israel, whether it's in the south or in the north. Usually in the summer, going to the north, in the Kinneret, in the Mediterranean, in the sea. And then in the south, we go a lot of different Bedouin tents in the winter, which is like these big heated tents that helps a lot in the winter. Because even though Israel's a desert country, it gets cold.
And rainy.
And rainy, depending where you are. And
Where did we start? How did we grow? And what are practical tips?
Where we started is technically how Jason and I met. We met at a camping Shabbat that we're doing just among friends. And over time, we used to always do, we still do, camping Shabbatot, just us, a couple other really close friends. And as time went on, after a few years, we said, hey, let's bring in a couple more people. So we did, and then we brought in more. And then on our third one, we already had over 80 people. So we said, okay, Jason and I are both very business-oriented people. We saw this as an opportunity, not just obviously as like a profitable thing, but as something we're passionate about, and people are really into it. People can have a wonderful Shabbat experience where, in our opinion, or in my opinion, Shabbat is about having a break between the week and the weekend. Psychologically, it's good for you. Spiritually, it's good for you. Just to mamash separate yourself from all the stupid stuff you have to worry about in the week. It's not all stupid, but it takes its toll. So Shabbat in our camping events takes people completely out of that. You're not going to be in an urban or like city area. You're going to be in nature. You're going to be out in the open with friends, singing, dancing, chilling, whatever you want to do, you do. We provide whatever you want. We have people playing games, we have people sitting down, we have people going through hikes. It's really up to you. So this provides people that break. So psychologically, spiritually, everything, they're able to chill out and be able to calm down, just relax, and have a good time. So these are good for people who are already religious. We have a lot of people very spiritual, very religious people, mostly from Jerusalem. And you have a lot of other people coming in that sometimes they break Shabbat here and there, but they're also enjoying it.
Thanks, Daniel. I'm going to take it back for the last couple % of my battery, and I want to touch on some of the visuals that Daniel was talking about taking people outside of work. So Daniel was talking about most of our people live in cities, and those look to me like this. We want to take them to locations that look like this. And like these are places near to or with the same view that our camping trips take place. And that's really special for us. And I guess we'll catch up more about this when I see you again, if that ever happens.